Hello and welcome. This is gonna be my presentation for the final project of the Pedagogical grammar subject. The title of this work is Grammatical Analysis of Morphological Errors on Students of the 4th and 5th grades of Academia Militar del Valle during the first term of the school period 2021-2022. My name is Alexis Guañuna and the professor in charge is Alejandra Vázquez. The present work is an effort to describe, collect and analyze grammar mistakes made by Spanish native speakers of English, but that is just on a morphological level. We know that language and grammar in particular has higher levels, but we're gonna concentrate on morphology. Now, morphology studies the word in all its kinds and forms. It also has to do with word formation and conjugation and declension. That is all the ways in which a word can change its form. Let's get to business. Error analysis. For this work, we have analyzed 10 errors made by students of this school, and we have noticed that one of them is common because 3 of these 10 mistakes were the same word, that is the word cough, and particularly the last 3 letters which have the pattern GHT. We can see the 3 misspellings of the word in the pictures. Let's analyze them. The word cough is rather a complicated one because it has a combination of letters that the students do not normally see in their native language. In spite of that, students try to understand and to get familiarized with other words that have the same pattern, such as thought, caught, bought, etc. But then this is a variation because it doesn't have the letter T at the end. We can see the mistake number 1. So it's obviously an overgeneralization mistake. Now, we don't have anything like that in Spanish, so this mistake is not related to the language too. Therefore, it is intralingual. Some activities we try to develop to address this problem are which is it, word maze, and you are the teacher. I'm gonna try to explain briefly what these 3 activities are about. Which is it is an activity in which the teacher writes a bunch of words on the board. Some of them will be misspelled, and it's the students' work to identify which ones are correct and which ones are not. The second one is a kind of a word puzzle. The student needs to go from the starting point, choosing words that are correctly spelled. Like bridge, for example, this is the starting word. Then the student would have to choose which one is the next word that actually exists, which is gravity, hungry, etc, 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 till he gets to the finish point. But the last activity, and the one we're going to analyze, is you are the teacher. The activity has the student change roles with the teacher or do a role play with their partners, for example. The teacher will provide the students with a text. The teacher will tell the students that he or she wrote this text. Students will have to check the text and they will have to find misspellings and correct them. That is, they have to assume the role of the teacher. Now, as an interesting variation, students can do this activity with their partners. One student is going to write a paragraph and he's going to make mistakes on purpose so that the other student discovers them. And that's an interesting variation I could think of so that they become more involved and above all that they get familiarized with correct spellings of difficult words. Finally, we have the list of references that were necessary to complete this work, and this is it. Thank you very much.